Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama Rama,
Rama Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Hare.
Yes, so we will continue reading from the book A Second Chance. It's the glories of the holy name of the Lord. We read last time just a couple of verses, and Prabhupada is explaining how important it is to not associate with degraded people. So we continue to read. Last reading was done by Padmaraj Prabhu. Let's read ahead. A man who is born in a Brahmana family is expected to be truthful and self-controlled, and to be fully cognizant. Cognizant means knowing, having knowledge of spiritual life and practical application, and to have complete faith in the statement of the Shastras. Yes, this doesn't need much explanation. A man who is a Brahmana or who is following the Brahmanical culture, he should be truthful, self-controlled, and be fully knowing the scriptures, whatever is necessary, and also be applying them. It's not only that I know scriptures, I am a big Brahmana, I know everything, and that's the end of it. And to have complete faith in the statement of Shastras. The Shastras statement, the 18th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, text 66 says that surrender unto me, Lord Krishna is saying, and I will take care of all your sinful activities and whatever karma is supposed to come. But nowadays we see Brahmanas, they are working for other people less than Shudras. I know I got into unnecessary debate with somebody, and he claimed that, I am also a Brahman. I'm like, very nice, what do you do? He said, I work for such and such company. And I'm like, very nice. Who is the boss of such and such company? And then he gave the name of some Malecha. Malecha is in short is a meat eater. So how is a Brahmana working for a meat eater? Then how are you a Brahmana? Because Brahmana itself says that he has complete faith in the statement of scripture. In the scriptures, Lord Krishna is saying, I will take care of you. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo mokshishyami masuchaha. But then you don't have faith in that, and you have faith in this Malecha boss of yours that he's going to take care of you. What kind of Brahmana is this guy? So Prabhupada is simple, trying to mention how Brahmana is supposed to not only have the thread. The thread is not necessary. The qualification is not the thread. The qualification is how is your activities. That's why we have to be Acharya. Acharya doesn't mean only Prabhupada. Acharya means somebody who is following what the scriptures are saying. Achar. Somebody is doing achar, he can do prachar. You cannot go around saying that, I am a Hare Krishna devotee if you are drinking or you are eating meat or No, you have to have achar first. You have to be following what you're saying. So Prabhupada is simply saying the Brahmana should be following Brahmanical principles. That's it. He shouldn't say that, I have a thread and I am a Brahmana. Thread is nothing. Thread you can buy at the shop for 2 rupees. In India, here maybe a few thousand kwacha. So anybody can make. And I was speaking to His Holiness Ram Govind Swami, and I said, Maharaj, here in the West, the Brahmana thread is very expensive to buy. He said, नहीं, आप आपका खुद का बना सकते हो. You can make your own thread. So you don't even have to buy. You can make your own thread. But Brahmanical thing is not based on the thread. It is based on qualification and application, practical application of the scriptures. Let's read ahead. Prabhupada is bashing the Brahmanas here. Let's read ahead. If a person does not follow the Shastras, he becomes degraded. The great sages and rishis, Matemba, stand there in the corner. Stand there in the corner. Can somebody translate for him, please? Just stand there. Don't worry. That's to make sure you don't sleep. If you sleep, you will fall if you're standing and sleeping. If a person does not follow the Shastras, he becomes degraded. The great sages and rishis throughout the world have given guidance, and their words are recorded in Shastras. But rascals and fools misinterpret the scriptures and misguide the people. At present, the Bhagavad Gita is interpreted in so many different ways, and these so-called explanations are accepted by the innocent public as authoritative knowledge. One interpreter explains that the battlefield of Kurukshetra refers to the material body, and that the 5 Pandava brothers are really the 5 senses of material body. But this is not proper understanding. How can one explain the Bhagavad Gita when one does not understand it? Such an attempt is nonsense. So Prabhupada is also again simply trying to explain how scripture can be interpreted in a very wrong way and how it is already being done. There are so many editions of the Gita. Everybody wants to give their own commentary. Everybody thinks they are better than Krishna. They are better than Krishna who gave us the Gita. So my commentary must be better than what Krishna is saying. And Prabhupada is explaining how one of these interpreter is explaining how the Kurukshetra, this body is like the Kurukshetra, and the 5 Pandavas are like these 5 senses. They are fighting to stay alive, keep the body alive. But that's not what the Gita is saying. That's why our ISKCON Gita is called the Bhagavad Gita as it is. Means as Lord Krishna has said. In Hindi it will be Yatharup. As Lord Krishna has said, not as how Prabhupada feels. Okay, I think Krishna is saying this. No, who am I to think? Am I greater than Krishna to know or to think what is better? Krishna has given us. Krishna is saying, surrender unto me. Sarvadharman parityaja mam ekam sharanam vraja. Aham tvam sarva papebhyo moksheshyami ma sucha. And that's it. It's so simple. And then, some people come with their own interpretations just to make money and become famous. One such person was Duratma Gandhi. Duratma Gandhi, one of the things he said if the Bhagavad Gita is, spreading violence, I don't accept that Gita. And if you see, the Bhagavad Gita is not directly, spreading violence, but is saying, do your duty. And if your duty is to fight, then fight. If your duty is to clean, you clean. If your duty is to stand guard, you stand guard. You don't sleep. Or else there will be theft. So then, Mr. Mahatma Gandhi, he has his own Gita, his own commentary on the Gita. I have never read it and I will never read it. But the point is, everybody wants to give a better understanding of the Gita, better than what Lord Krishna gave us. But best is we take the words of Krishna, Lord Krishna, as it is. We don't have to change. If we change, which means we are better than Krishna. If we are better than Krishna, why are we suffering here? Everybody is suffering. We established this in the last class. Or every class we established, everybody is suffering. The child is suffering. He's going through mental agony that, my father is sitting in a big car and going to office. And then, in the evening he comes back and my mommy, serves him, feeds him, I also want to become like him. Ask the father. Father wants to become the child again because it's too much work. So everybody is having their own problems. There's nobody who doesn't have problems. We sitting as adults, we think, they have no problems, they are playing there. They have their own problems. We have our own problems. On Sunday is how they say it's a rest day. But then at least 30 to 40% of the rest day goes in planning the next whole week. And where's the rest there? So that is a problem. Everybody has problems. That's why we should read Bhagavad Gita as it is. And in Bhagavad Gita it is said, Lord Krishna is saying, surrender unto me, I will take care of all your problems. We don't want to surrender. We want to surrender to our mind, which gives us ways and means, and we plan stuff. Yes, so let's understand the Gita as it is, how Prabhupada has translated and commented upon. Chandra Prabhu, please read loudly and slowly.
To understand the bona fide science of God, one must approach a bona fide spiritual master and hear the Bhagavad Gita from him. We have to follow the great personalities, the previous acharyas, spiritual masters. That will be to our profit. We should not speculate and make up our own statements. We should simply accept the injunctions given by the great acharyas, because that is the process of the Vedic system. One must approach a bona fide spiritual master and inquire from him submissively. The absolute truth is explained in the scriptures, and the scriptures are explained by the spiritual master or a sent lead person. Whatever the bona fide self-realized spiritual master says must be accepted.
Yes, the spiritual master, Lord Krishna himself, is saying in the Bhagavad Gita. Anybody knows? Chandra, you read a lot of scripture because of you used to translate. What does Krishna say about the spiritual master in the Bhagavad Gita?
Okay. One must, in chapter 4 Bhagavad Gita,
Aha.
one must accept the spiritual master, a guru.
Aha. What is the process?
Inquire from him, yes. Inquire
Yes.
from him. Inquire from him.
In the Bhagavad Gita 4th chapter, Lord Krishna is saying, Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshinaha. We should first serve the spiritual master. पहले सेवा करना है, डायरेक्ट शाइनिंग नहीं मारना है कि मेरे को ये प्रश्न है, आप ये प्रश्न का जवाब दीजिए पंडित जी। तद्विधि प्रणिपातेन, पहले प्रणिपात करना है। परिप्रश्नेन सेवया, फिर सेवा करना है और फिर प्रश्न पूछना है। Then you have to serve the spiritual master, and then upadekshanti te jnanam jnaninas tattvadarshina. Then the spiritual master will give us upadesh. He will give us instructions about the spiritual life. Why? Because jnaninas tattvadarshina. Because he has seen the truth. क्योंकि गुरुजी ने सब देखा है, इसलिए वो बोल सकते हैं। रास्ते चलते किसी को उठा के नहीं पूछ सकते, आप मुझे थोड़ा भगवत गीता का ज्ञान दीजिए। No, it doesn't happen like that. We cannot stop anybody on the road and say, oh, please instruct me in spiritual life. No, we have to approach this bona fide spiritual master who knows the science of God. And when we know such a spiritual master, then we should serve him and then ask. And that's when he will impart knowledge. He will give us upadesh. Upadekshanti te jnanam, because he is jnanina. He is tattvadarshi. Darshi comes from the word darshan, to see. So he has seen, he is tattvadarshi. So he can show you the path. Okay, we have 7 minutes. Today we are ending a bit early because we have some work for the Rath Yatra festival. There is no room for interpretation of Shastras. Interpretation bole to, meaning interpretation. Discuss?
To give meaning.
Oh, nice. I never knew your name is Discus.
Sorry.
To understand it your own way.
Interpretation is to understand in your own way. To give interpretation means to give your understanding, not understanding. So there is no room for giving your own understanding of the Shastras. Shastras are written like that, we have to take them like that. Shastras, in simple words, are laws of human life. So if the Malawi government law is you drive on the left and you interpret it your way, you drive, that's it. If you drive on the right, you'll be dead in first 10 minutes. If not, the police will stop you. And then you will be poor. So there is no room for interpretation of the Shastras. In the Srimad Bhagavatam, it is said that Krishna lifted Golden Hill just as the child lifts a mushroom. He did it so easily, but people do not believe it. Those who do not believe in the Bhagavatam interpret an indirect meaning. The meaning is clear and there is nothing to be misunderstood. But these rascals draw their own conclusions nonetheless. Lord Krishna lifting the Golden Hill. There is nothing to interpret. There is the hill. There was, big rains sent by Lord Indra to spoil the whole of Vrindavan. People, all the bourgeoisies, all the gopis, gopas went to Krishna and said, save us. And then Lord Krishna, he lifted the Golden Hill and everybody was with him under the hill for 7 days and 7 nights. Nothing to be interpreted here. This is as it is. No, people have used their own brains. and people make their own. Even Bhagavatam has many commentaries. So this is what Prabhupada is trying to say. Shastras cannot be misunderstood. But there are still people who are, as Prabhupada says in the last line, but these rascals draw their own conclusions. They have their own understanding so that, they can fill their own belly by selling their own books. When the language is clear, why should we interpret? When it is clear, my name is Bhattu Gopal Das. Clear, you don't need explanation to that. So similarly, Prabhupada is saying, when the language is clear, when it is clearly said, why should we misunderstand? By interpretation, so-called scholars and theologians have played havoc in the Vedic literature. Havoc? Anybody havoc? Destruction. In Bombay Hindi, it will say, pura vaat laga diya. Bombay Hindi is way different than their Hindi. No bona fide Acharya has ever interpreted the Shastras according to his own whims. But many so-called modern scholars and readers have done so, and therefore people are gliding down into the most abominable conditions of material existence. In the interest of people, these rascals should be exposed. Therefore, we are presenting the Bhagavad Gita as it is. Not as somebody said or not as somebody thinks, but as it is. So yes, here Prabhupada is saying, if it is clear, Bhagavad Gita is so clear, surrender unto me. Bhagavad Gita is so clear that there are, four types of people who surrender to Krishna and 4 types of people who don't surrender to Krishna. You know them? Heard about it?
Yes.
The 4 types of people who surrender unto Krishna are Artho, Jigyasu, Artharthi, Jnani. It comes in the shloka. Cha Pahatar Shabha. And these other 4 people are Muda, Naradhama, Asuri Bhavam, Ashrita. So there are different 8 categories. 4 categories who are surrendering to Krishna, 4 categories who are not surrendering to Krishna. Clearly given in the Bhagavad Gita. We do not have to interpret. We don't have to make our own mind. Okay, it may be it's this. Why maybe? You know more than Krishna? No bona fide Acharya. Bona fide Acharya means the Acharya who is coming down in disciplic succession. Guru, disciple, Guru, disciple, Guru, disciple. Nowadays there are gurus who call themselves Big Guruji. There is one of my school colleagues, which means when I was a teacher, she was also a teacher. And because WhatsApp has this status facility, I always read her status, Shukran Guruji. And I'm like, who made this Guruji a Guruji? People just think because I know little more than Chandra, I can be Guruji. No, bona fide means coming in succession. The Guru has to have a Guru. Guru, Chela, that Chela will become a Guru. This Guru will have a disciple. Disciple will become a Guru. So that's how it has happened. If you read the Bhagavad Gita as it is, at the end of the introduction, can you grab Gita for me from here? Where is it? Yeah. In the, we have 1.5 minutes. At the end of the introduction, Prabhupada has given the whole line of disciplic succession. Okay, this guy's guru was this guy, and then his disciple was this. Then this disciple became a guru. It is on the 34th page. I mean, Bhagavad Gita keeps changing according to the edition, the print size, so page number might change. This is at the very end of the introduction. The next page is chapter 1. If you see, there is this list, and then there is chapter 1. So list, Prabhupada is saying, the disciplic succession. Evam parampara praptam imam rajarshayo viduhu sakale neha mahta yogo nashto parantapa. This is coming from the Bhagavad Gita 4th chapter, verse number 2. That this disciplic succession, disciples should become guru, the guru will make a disciple, then disciple, guru, chain will come. Not all of a sudden, oh, there's nobody in Malawi and I can cheat everybody. But to Guruji. It doesn't happen like that. So here it is saying, number 1 is Krishna. All knowledge comes from Krishna. So Krishna's disciple Lord Brahma. Brahma's disciple Narada Muni. Narada Muni's disciple Vyasdev. Veda Vyas, same person. From Veda Vyas, the knowledge went on to Madhavacharya or Madhvacharya. From Madhvacharya, it went to Padmanabh Narahari. From Narahari went to Madhava, another guy, but then went to Akshobhya Tirtha, then went to Jai Tirtha, Jnana Sindhu, Dayanidhi, Vidyanidhi, Rajendra, etc. And then number 21 in our line is Ishwara Puri, who is the spiritual master of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Ishwara Puri and Nityananda Prabhu were in the same same guru, Madhavendra Puri. Then from Lord Chaitanya, Rupa Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami, Narottam Das Thakur, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baladev Vidya Bhushan, Bhakti Vinod Thakur, Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Who is after that? He is divine. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada. So it should come like this. Not somebody should say, oh, there's nobody, let me be the guru here. Jai Radha Gopinath ki jai, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra Surya ki jai, Krishna Balram ki jai. So that is how we should have guru-disciple relationship. Not that I become a guru where there is nobody and then that's called cheating religion. Here, so we finish one part of the purport. The second part is the degradation of modern society, which we will see next week. Thank you very much.